decision make. Ain't no lot to see. All those plans I made for myself, I got nobody else to lean on.
Welcome to everyone joining us to experience stories of resilience, hope, perseverance, and joy.
Move over to a sport chair, basketball wheelchair.
Category of Best Video are...
We love you guys.
You are watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burke Godwin. Man, there's been a lot in the news about the housing market, the housing bubble, as some people say, and I'm reading, is it gonna burst? Is it gonna tank? What's gonna happen? People are speculating. So we've brought in an expert. Sabrina Covington, a managing broker of Covington and Associates, is here to talk to us all about real estate. And, you know, this was my number one question that I had for you because I'm reading it in the headlines, and, you know, people like to dramatize things, right? But
scare tactics, yes.
Scare tactics, right. So, but we were, you know, it was a seller's market, has been, right?
Sure.
Prices are going up, 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 and I hear it's kind of leveling. Is that the case?
It's definitely leveling. I see it as a buyer's market.
You do? Okay.
But it's a little bit of a level market.
Okay.
You know, sellers just can't sell anything they want in any condition for any price.
Like they could about a month ago.
Correct.
Right? I mean, I feel like it's changed because we had somebody on it just a few months ago that it was hot, 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 and now it's maybe not that way anymore.
Yes, it's a lot more level, but buyers have more of an opportunity because there's a little less competition.
And why is that, do you think?
Well, things have cooled a little bit, so it's evening out, and buyers are able to ask for more from sellers.
Okay.
I know I just did a termite report today, and it came back really high, and the seller's going to have to do it. I mean, if you're selling your house for close to $2 million, I think it should be bug-free.
Yeah, bug-free for sure. You can write that in.
Right.
And you can get the sellers to do things to their home or take some money off or do whatever, right?
Absolutely.
In the conditions.
There's a fallacy that once you go into escrow, the negotiations are closed. They're actually wide open. Real estate is like the wild, wild west, and it's not over till it's over, and it's a little bit crazy, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, that period of escrow, you hear people talking about it, right? It's like, I'm in escrow, but I don't know, and you don't know how long it's gonna last. I'm not familiar with the ins and outs of escrow, so I just,
Sure.
I think of it as this very scary time.
We like to use scary words like contingencies and escrow just to terrify people, but actually I have a good video on contingencies, but yes, it's negotiations all the way through, and the request.
If you need a good real estate agent.
Absolutely,
then.
that's a given.
Yeah, right.
But the request for repair process is what I call the awkward part of the relationship.
Okay.
So it starts off fireworks and rainbows and champagne, and everyone's excited, and all the agents get to do their social media posts, and then it gets down and dirty and awkward when
Does
we do.
it really?
all the
that's
time.
So interesting.
Yeah.
And then you think, okay, well, now you got to pay for the bugs.
Oh, the bugs, and I just sold a house that, well, unfortunately fell out of escrow, but we're in the, during the home inspection, and we look up, gorgeous home, $2 million house. There's a water bubble in the kitchen from the master, and it's literally, if you poked your finger in it, we were all going to be splashed.
Oh my gosh.
So,
wow.
Fun things like that to deal with.
Well, it's good that you recognized it, right? And you saw it? Yeah. Right after I bought my house years ago, I spotted a bubble in the kitchen. I'd already bought it and moved in, and then we had to get everything out. And it took 2 months. We didn't have a kitchen in the house. That was my story.
When I bought my house, the home inspection looked like a horror movie script. I mean, it was so bad, but I was in love with it.
So can you talk about some hacks for home buying for people that might, since this is a buyer's market, now we're moving into that?
No matter what market we're in, buyers tend to get insecure about their ability to purchase, and they really need some hand-holding, some security, some encouragement. There's a few hacks I can think of. Number one, I mean, obviously you need a great buyer's agent. You're not paying your buyer's agent a fee, so pick the very best one you can find that wants to work with you.
Okay.
Even if you have to sign a buyer-broker agreement, it solidifies the relationship and actually prioritizes you as a buyer in that agent's database.
Yeah, say that again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're a buyer,
I'm like, I heard the word prioritize, and that's
you want to be
So what do we wanna-
prioritized.
Okay.
So a lot of buyers like to play the field, okay? They like to go on Zillow and Redfin, they go to open houses, they talk to 4 or 5 agents. That's all fine and good, but just remember when you're buying, you 99.9% of the time are not paying commission.
Okay.
So that your buyer's agent gets paid by the seller of the property you close on.
Okay.
So shop around, pick your favorite, but kind of commit to them because they're giving you a lot. They might be giving you their weekends. They might be rescheduling things for you.
Right.
So again, you want to be a priority.
Yeah.
There is a contract called a buyer broker that we actually rarely use because it is another awkward form with buyers agents and buyers. It's a commitment. And it can be for a short period of time or a long period of time. And it says, hey, we're gonna Thelma and Louise this, we're gonna do this together, and we're gonna get you a house.
Oh.
And if Saturday, Sunday comes, and you're a buyer with a buyer broker with your agent, and they have a couple buyers call them, you're gonna get priority because you've committed to them.
Okay. Awesome. I like that. I've never heard of that before. And any other hacks besides?
Oh, just looking for houses. Remember that you're looking at purchase price, but really what matters is your payment, right? So you need a great lender. A lot of people are doing adjustable rates right now, so you can start low. And then a couple of little hacks that are unknown are look for historic homes that are under the Mills Act. You'll have a reduced property tax, which allows you to have a higher purchasing power.
Does every state have that?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I work in I live in a historic district of San Diego County, so it's very common. I'm actually applying for Mills Act for my house.
Okay. Is that like Bankers Hill or somewhere down
It's
there? Golden?
Old Escondido.
Oh yeah, okay.
Lots of amazing houses there. And I thought my home had to be in the historic district to get Mills Act. Turns out it doesn't, so I'm applying for that right now.
Okay, is it MILS?
MILLS.
MILLS.
The second hack is to talk to your lender and your agent about purchasing homes that fall in a USDA map area. And it's really tricky. You have to run the houses manually.
Okay.
But the government has a USDA loan, which is just like the meat and all that other stuff.
That's where I know that term USDA.
Exactly, exactly. It confuses people right off the bat because they start thinking about grocery shopping.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too.
My stomach just growled when you said that. Yeah.
So basically we're trying to encourage people not to cluster in urban areas and to move out to the country, which is another one of my specialties is mountain properties in San Diego County. But the map is really zigzaggy and weird, so you have to go online and plug in each address of the house that you're looking at. What this allows you to do, as long as you meet the other income requirements, is you can put 0 down on a house as long as the house itself falls in the USDA map. And then the borrower has to meet income requirements, meaning they can't make too much money, but it's liberal enough.
Oh, okay. I like those hacks.
Yeah, that allows you to buy a house with 0 down without using a VA loan.
So I want to segue into a couple topics, but one is Airbnbs. And, are neighborhoods starting to put restrictions and cities starting to put restrictions on where and when and how you can run an Airbnb from your house?
So a lot of people get grandiose ideas about Airbnb.
Yeah.
Present company included.
Okay.
I just built an Airbnb
Okay.
called Sabrina's Cat Shack at my house. It's a glamping site.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to put that on Airbnb.
Okay. That sounds fun.
It's really fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it has an outdoor shower and,
Send me a link.
Power and water. Sabrina's Cat Shack.
Okay.
Anyway, people get these ideas just like myself. It's a lot of fun. City of San Diego is known for being very restrictive. Unincorporated areas, a lot less restrictive, like unincorporated Escondido, Palomar Mountain, Valley Center, and places like that.
And every city around the country is going to have unincorporated areas.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. You're going to have city incorporated areas and then what we call unincorporated, which still has the same town address. It's just a different jurisdiction.
Would it be farther away, maybe from a landmark or something?
Sure, it's generally more in the country, but not necessarily. We have a seller right now. He's got a house on a Park Hill Lane and a Park Hill Drive. They're right adjacent to each other, and one is county and one is city.
Okay.
So
wow.
You really have to research.
But research it, because I believe a lot of people are investing in that to make some money.
Sure.
Right?
In this area, unincorporated is a lot more liberal. You're working with the county versus cities. And, well, let's just say a lot of things are done off the books in unincorporated areas. And I know in the city of Escondido, they're silent on Airbnbs. So they don't discourage them or encourage them.
Okay.
So I've had specific conversations with the city about
Sabrina's Cat Check. If you're coming out to San Diego, check out
Why not stay in
Sabrina's
a
Cat
tent?
Check on Airbnb.
It's going on.
Can you search it? Can you search that?
It's not on yet, but I'll be on Hip Camp as well, which is another fun site.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for being here. Sabrina Covington, managing broker of Covington and Associates.
Thank you so much.
And thecovingtonteam.com.
TheCovingtonTeam.com.
And at Covington Associates SD. On
Yes,
social
follow
media.
us at Covington and Associates SD.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And good luck to all of your home buying. And I'm going to check out Sabrina's Cat Check. Everyone at home, stick around for more America Trends right after this.